Is that what we're
We're going to
saying?
do a little improvement is what we're going to do while we get to a bigger improvement. And that might not be perfect either. This is a very complicated business.
Well, it is.
Right.
That's why I have trouble with a little bit of
Well,
improvement.
better than not doing any improvement while we wait, I would think.
Well, it depends on what that little bit is.
Well, let's keep moving because there are a lot of people who would like to have a chance to talk and we're running out of time.
And that's why we vote.
Would you call the next panel?
We have Bill Harris, Colm
We are going to have a chance to vote on this tonight, so hang tight.
Willis, Bruce Yella, and Sandra Morehouse.
There you Let's go.
I guess my name was called first, so I'm Bill Harris. I'm a person who basically spouse died of Alzheimer's in October. I was one who tried to invoke an advance directive, and I was one who was declared as an agent for an advance directive. I'm in favor of 4135 because to me it is a small first step. It is not the final step in the process of advance directives. There are many things that advance directive is omitting that should be in the advance directive, and one of them, which was just mentioned recently, was the assisted feeding on that. One of the things I want to make a point is that there's actually two parts that we have to deal with on an advance directive. The first part is the advance directive itself. And that, I think, we will hear enough comments on the advance directive. The second part is that when I tried to invoke an advance directive of my wife, I got overruled in court because I went to court to try and enforce the advance directive, and the ruling was that it did not supersede state rules. And the state rules were that if she was in a facility, such as a memory care facility, which she was, that facility is required to provide 3 meals a day, and if she cannot feed herself, to assist her in feeding. So even if you have an advance directive and you indicate no assisted feeding, the state rules will override that. And to me, that's why I think 431 is a good process, but it's only the first step in this process. It's going to be nasty, it's going to be ugly, but it needs to be worked through in relation to it. Otherwise, the advance directive has no meaning. Part of the issue is that the advance directive is her statement on how she wants to die. It is not the state statement. It's not someone else's statement. And as an agent for her, I was basically indicating what she wanted in relation to how she wanted to die. It is a right to die document on her terms, and it should be looked at as that way.
Thank you.
Is Colm Willis in the room? Come up. Yeah, so please come up, please. We'll sit you on a chair here. Yeah, we'll get a chair. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
Ready?
Go ahead.
My name is Bruce Yelly, and I represent a brand-new Oregon nonprofit named End Choices. We are currently working with Senator Roblon to expand the Oregon Death with Dignity law in 2019. He will submit a bill to expand that to include more people that are suffering, such as the people we're talking about here, where the doctor will not give them a 6-month end-of-life designation. Excuse me, I have Parkinson's and a couple of diseases, so I apologize for my presentation. I was encouraged by our representative to come in here.
Fine.
I didn't plan on doing it.
Fine, let's go.
So anyway, this council fits right in with what we're talking about doing. We would have been here last year to promote it, but we were very sick. If this does not get put through this year, we will be back next year because we believe a council is needed to govern the death with dignity laws. We're tired of seeing people that are laying in bed for 10, 12 years that really don't want to be there, and the doctor won't tell them they only have 6 months to live. As far as dementia, we believe that you should be able to draw a line when you are diagnosed with an incurable disease that's causing suffering. draw a line and say, if I have dementia, when I reach that point, to me is when you put me in memory care, when you have to give me a dependent. I don't want to be dependent on anybody. There is my line in the sand. If I'm coherent when I reach it, I can decide again. If I'm not coherent when I reach it, the council is obligated to medically end my life for me. And this is something that will be up next year with Senator Roebland sponsoring it, and I do
different
have
topic.
permission to use his name.
I'll be there to help that one if I can.
Pardon me?
I'll be there to help that one if I can.
I'm hard of hearing?
He'll be here to help.
You say, that's a different topic, but I'll be there to help you with doing that one.
I was planning on talking to you. I think I emailed you.
That's
Anyway,
good.
I used my funds to do this completely. I'm going to start taking donations. My tax exempt is into the government.
We need to go on. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Chairman Greenlick and committee members, thank you for letting me speak to you today. I'm opposed to the House Bill 4135 because
What's
of
your
the
name,
things.
please?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Sandra Morehouse, and I live in Washington County. I'm opposed to this bill because I think it has a lot of problems, as people have been saying.